Hi all, thanks for joining me today. So for today I've got a Project Live process video for you. So this video is part of my Project Live Monday video series, but for this week and probably in the next couple of weeks as well, I'll be catching up on my previous Project Live weeks, previous weeks, and so I will be having a double up essentially. So I will be posting one on Monday as well as another one on Friday or Saturday, depending on my schedule. But there will be another one on Monday definitely. So what you can see there is I'm just arranging the photos. Just seeing where I want to fit all these so many photos. Yeah, so just to let you know, I'm actually using the Cirque Project Live kit from Studio Calico. This kit's actually from Feb 2015, so it's relatively old. I'm not sure you can still get them, but yeah, so I got them ages ago, I just haven't used them. So now I'm just looking through what I'm going to do with these different embellishment I've got in the kit. Yeah, so I'll be using that title card that says Hello February. Yeah. And I was just looking through the stamp set that came in, I believe, the January kit or September kit from 2015. Sorry, January kit from 2016 or Feb or January 2016. So I'm just putting down these two hearts there that came in the kit, the chipboard hearts. And I'm just gluing them down, and I just like the where they kind of, one of the hearts kind of go on the side a little bit. And then I'm just choosing which of those tags I'm going to be using. So I'm just a little bit indecisive there. I just made them because I don't want to double up with too many blues or too many pinks, etc. So I just kind of want a nice balance between pink, blue, and gold. So yeah. So I'm going through the cards that I'm going to be putting behind those train tickets that I got over there. And just looking through what I can use. Now I'm just thinking of that tag. And I'll end up with that particular white one because I just like how it kind of pops out of the photo a little bit. So now I'm just putting on a label. I got this label, which is a digital file from Studio Calico, printed out on an old printer and using my Silhouette to cut it out. I believe you still can get those labels. They might not be in exactly the same colours, but they still have those tags available. And what you see there is that kind of white porcelain flower, which came in one of the kits. I can't remember which kit though, but it was pretty old. Any other kind of small embellishment would do there as well, like a star or something. Yeah. But I like how the white kind of reflects the my top and also the white plate as well. So, and I was just writing down, about the food. I felt like I didn't have enough room in the label on the other photo, so and I'm just using a basic pen there. So it's a Sharpie pen, so you can write on a photo straight away. And I was just writing. After attaching that tag and on that photo, I'm just writing down about, the bread that we bought. And now I'm thinking, how am I gonna write something on that photo? And I decided to go with just a normal, like a tag, and then just use a Sharpie pen to write down my journaling on that page, on that photo, so. Yeah, what I was essentially saying is about that Black Forest cake, and I was finishing off a conference, and we managed to get this cake, even though it had to be in a takeaway box, but we still had it, and it was delicious. So, and now I'm just putting in the photos, and choosing what I'm gonna mat that those tickets, those train tickets with. And what you see there is I'm just using my tiny attacher and then just a yellow washi tape. So now I'm just going to be stamping the dates for week 8. So I'm just using the Project Live date stamp there, using the VersaFine black ink. This VersaFine ink is actually my favourite ink. It's great. It's been with me for a long time. It works really well. And now I'm just thinking, how am I going to embellish that top card? And I'm thinking I was going to write out the word 8, but then I decided to go with just a number 8 there. And what you see me using there is the thickers that came as part of the Hello Love collection, and this one is actually called Match. So now that we're done with the first page, I was just looking through the second page. So I've got all the photos there, and I'm thinking how to embellish it. I'm just using the tag that came in the kit, just kind of a copper colour, and just attaching that down. And what's essentially saying is I think it's everything is awesome. So that's cool. And then I also put a wooden star just underneath it. I normally put a wooden star on the top, but I decided to go for an underneath, and it's just, I quite like it. And I just use a basic, a glossy accent to attach that in. And now I'm thinking what I'm going to do with how I'm going to embellish the other photos. And we've got this card that came in the kit, a 3x4 card, and I really like how it looks. I like what it's saying as well, which is I am loved. But at the start, I felt like I couldn't find a way to fit it. Yeah, so now I'm just going through the things that came in the kit and see whether anything else would, I guess, work. And yeah, and I thought I'll be creative about this, and then I'm just going to cut this card up, and then I am going to use a circle punch, just a 1-inch punch, to punch that out. I'm not a good fussy cutter, so I just prefer to have punch. And then I cut the end bit just so that the two sides have the similar kind of white space. And yeah, attach that down, just using a tape runner, and then I'm going to use foam dots to raise the circle. And now you see me just writing out my journaling. Yeah. So I'm just using the precision pen, which is the size 03. I like how it's not too big, but also not too thin. And then I use the enamel dots from, I believe, Frenchville, which I got from Spotlight. They're just kind of gold and kind of silver sparkling colours. And I am thinking of how I am going to attach that photo. So I'm using this 4x6 Project Live card from the Jade edition, which I believe which I think is relatively old. And this card is actually designed by, this edition is actually designed by Lily Nicholas. I'm actually only going to be using the bottom part of the card just to kind of boost up the colour, and I'm going to be using also just a normal kind of line card from Project Live as well, and then attaching that green part down the bottom, making it look like an edge. And then what I am going to be doing is just cutting up the kind of a square transparency which says sun on it, like essentially Sunday, which is pink. And I am going to be using the tiny attacher to attach onto the photo, and they're essentially two cut in the middle and two pieces of the same embellishment. So, and I'm just sticking down this green part, and I decided to actually just turn the journaling card upside down just so that it doesn't have as much space on the top, and yeah, and then attach that photo down, and then I'm going to see how I am going to embellish that. So I decided to use this kind of plasticky kind of tag that came in a kit, and then I'm thinking, so I decided to use this stamp set, and I believe I'm going to be stamping the word today, and then just a normal VersaFine ink in black on a piece of white cardstock, and then I'm going to be cutting that up. And then I'm thinking I might pop that on a foam dot, and that's what I'm doing here. So, and I'm just writing out my journal. And what I'm essentially saying there is about the fact that we went to this cafe on Friday night, and that was a nice treat, and we also got a cake as well, which is quite unusual for us. So there you go. And then what am I going to be doing next? I'm thinking, how am I going to embellish the next photo? And then I'm thinking, I've got these white stickers, and so I decided to just to keep it simple and spelling out the word smile. And I thought it's such a nice white colour, and then I'm just putting a star in the back. And then thinking, which piece of 3x4 I'm going to be using. I'm thinking, what's the right colour? I'm trying to balance between not having too many blue elements on the page. So I decided to go back to my Project Live cards, and I believe this card is actually from the Midnight Edition, and this is a Project Live card from Becky Higgins, and I believe it's designed by Liz, and I'm just foam dot this up, and then yeah. So here are the close-ups. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up so I know that you like it. Now, if you also want YouTube to tell you when my next video comes out, please subscribe, and I hope you have a great day. See you again soon. Bye!